Hey, my name is Six and welcome back to your monthly Gacha recap, a video series where I, at the end of each month, recap everything that happened over the course of the Gacha genre that I think you should be aware of. Pre-registrations, test phases, new releases, upcoming releases, juicy drama, everything in one easy to digest format. If this is your first time here, consider subscribing to the channel, hitting the little bell notification. That way you remain up to date with every single thing that I post. And I post every day. Do not miss out. Given we have a lot to talk about, let's just go ahead and jump right in. Beginning with the Sword of Convallaria. They are holding a test phase right now. The test began on June 27th and lasts until July 4th, with a full release scheduled for, if I recall, somewhere at the end of July. Zenless Zone Zero is officially launching on July 4th on all platforms: PC, Android, iOS, and the PS5. I have a video coming on this tomorrow, along with all of the events, along with all the information you need to know, including all of the juicy rewards you can get ahead of its launch, so be on the lookout for that. Sword Art Online Variant Showdown is resuming their service. This is something that I really never hear. You always hear end of service announcements, but never a resumption of service announcement. GRAN Saga released their very first trailer for the global version of the game, and this, honestly, I feel like is too little too late. The game was released in Japan and Korea quite a while ago. I feel like the game is probably going to appeal to a niche demographic of MMO players, but otherwise, there are just, when you compare this to other Gacha games like Azur Promilia or Wuthering Waves that are or have already released, it just can't compare. Echoes of Vision is a brand new upcoming Gacha game that is currently holding its third test phase right now. Nikke has a brand new summer event coming and a Dave the Diver collab event. The summer outfits, holy crap. Yeah, Nikke is only outdone by their lewdness by 2 games. Brown Dust 2, Azur Lane. Oh, I guess Anacocalypse, maybe, depending on... No, just Brown Dust 2 and Azur Lane. And maybe Snowbreak nowadays as well. Nornium confirmed their 4-play test, and yes, you did hear that correctly, is going to begin on Steam on July 17th and last until August 7th. That's like 2 whole weeks, over 2 weeks for you to consume the content within the game repeatedly every day until you're raw and sore. Apparently there's a brand new 7 Nights game coming called 7 Nights Rebirth, and they released a trailer for that. Speaking of trailers released for games or just updates in general, Wuthering Waves released their 1.1 version and it is exponentially better than 1.0. I have a video discussing this if you're interested, but holy crap, if you chose to leave the game before consuming this content, you are missing out. This is, I hope, a precursor of what's to come. Speaking of what's to come, the official English account for Heaven Burns Red, the Japanese gacha game that has been in the top 50 highest grossing gacha games worldwide, was spotted on Twitter. Currently, the posts are protected. The account is locked. The account joined in June 2024, but at the same time, this could be a fake account used to just spread misinformation, so we're gonna have to wait on that. A game that was officially confirmed to have a global release though was Musume. After all this time, and the best part is they are self-publishing the game. They're not allowing for someone like Crunchyroll to ruin the game after it launches globally. Giant W for it. An English demo will be available at Anime Expo 2024. Don Memo JP has officially gone offline as of June 24th, but that makes sense because they have a new Danmachi game that took its place. Before we go any further into this, I want to take a moment to thank my incredible patrons over on Patreon and my YouTube channel members who allow for me to continue to do dedicated videos like this every single day. You guys are phenomenal, and I cannot thank you all enough for the support. Now let's keep talking because we got so much to go over. Talking about Wuthering Waves just a minute ago, apparently Kuro is expanding their dev team thanks to the success of Wuthering Waves. They're recruiting dozens, hundreds of additional staff members to not only expand Punishing Gray Raven, but also expand Wuthering Waves. Talking about Wuthering Waves and Punishing Gray Raven released their 4.5 anniversary trailer along with a recap. If you're a player and you didn't know this existed, you gotta watch it. For those of you that prefer Honkai over Punishing Gray Raven, then you'll be happy to know the Honkai devs have decided to improve the feet model and textures of one of their characters. Yeah, because that was important. I can't even imagine the guy that's sitting there like, yes, we need more defined toes. Oh god. Arknights Endfield is going to provide an offline version of the game for players to play at China Joy 2024, which is interesting because does that mean the game is going to be playable offline? Speaking of games and promoing at different events, Azur Promilia is set to participate in Bilibili World from July 12th through July 14th, where we're going to get some new news, maybe some new footage, maybe a concrete release date for test phase or release. Into the Void is a brand new action RPG. They have a test phase that is currently going on. It began on the 21st of June. I don't know how long it lasts, but new gacha games to play are always good. Unless, of course, you're a cheap, low budget, low effort cash grab that's based on an already existing intellectual property, which I'm not saying this new game, ReZero Witch's Resurrection, is necessarily going to be, but I mean, what are the chances that it's not? Majyo no Furo Life began their closed beta test. This is a gacha game where you kind of just go into a hot spring with a bunch of cute girls. Cool, I guess. We gotta have gacha games for everything now. Elpisoul is holding their third closed beta test this month. I honestly don't know how many beta tests are gonna have before we finally get the full version of the game, but it does look kind of cool. A brand new game from the developers behind Soul Tide was recently released. Global is not confirmed yet, but I did like the animation style of Soul Tide, so this is definitely something that I'll check out. Ash Echoes has opened up global pre-registration. They've opened up their website. Very little people even know this game exists. If you're interested, I urge you to go ahead, and I have a video on it, so take a minute, get a little bit more informed. This isn't going to be a genre-breaking game, but it still might be fun for a short period, especially while waiting for Zenless or while waiting for Azur Promilia in between patch cycles for Wuthering Waves, Zenless, Honkai Star Rail, Genshin Impact, Nikke, and everything else you actively play. Shadowverse Worlds Beyond has been delayed from summer 2024 all the way to spring 2025, which is very disappointing, but at the same time, I'd rather a game be delayed and ultimately be better than have it rushed and suck forever. The Lithe Last Memories is another gacha game that's actually releasing this month, July 25th. Game is releasing fully cross-platform onto PC, Android, and iOS, but this is an NFT game. I know there are some people that are definitely interested in it, but I need to point this out. It is an NFT game. I don't play them, I don't typically cover them, but I still need to make a note of this in case anyone here is interested in playing it and don't support NFTs. Fellow Moon is holding their third test phase this month. This is another game I'm interested in. Looking forward to when it ultimately releases at some point. Hopefully this year. The devs behind Tower of Fantasy Hada are working on a new open world anime RPG that's like Wuthering Waves or Genshin Impact. It seems like they've scrapped their MMO idea for Tower of Fantasy. This is going to be an interesting game because we all know how bad Hada are when it comes to management of their titles. Gumi, the developer behind Final Fantasy Brave Exvius, had to lay off 80 employees after posting a net loss of $37 million. That is crazy, especially when you see Wuthering Waves and Kuro and how they're hiring double the amount of people that Gumi lost. White Noise Survival is a roguelike gacha game that had a test phase happen this month. No global release has been confirmed yet, nor a release date. Wizardry Variants Daphne, however, does have a release date, and a global one at that, releasing in October 2024. Finally, after all this time. Snowbreak is holding an anniversary event, and like, dude, oh god. You have to look at the trailer. Okay, you know what? No, I have a video coming on the trailer very soon, probably tomorrow on my Sticks Clips channel that you have to take a look at. But beyond that, they are following the Girls Frontline 2 formula and improving their dorm system, allowing multiple girls to exist within the same time, and not just that, but apparently increasing the feat quality. They are inserting marriage skins into the game, fishing, and the ability to massage your character, your waifu. Yeah, you can get right on in there and rub one out on your waifus. I mean, rub down, you know, massage your waifus. Yes, the wedding outfits though, the trailer showcases them, and like, I've seen enough anime to know what happens when multiple girls in wedding outfits are fighting over you, pin you down, and say that they want to be the one to make you happy. Oh man, and they are also apparently offering a free new SSR character for its first anniversary. This looks to be like a different version of Fenny. So if you're looking to play. Oh man, now that is everything I wanted to talk about in the gacha genre over the course of the last month. Woo, what a month it has been. Hopefully you guys are having fun playing Wuthering Waves. Hopefully you guys are excited to play Zenless Zone Zero. If you're not interested in any of this, no problem. I got you covered 2 different videos on screen right now that might be more up your alley.